Hello everybody, this is Marty. We are back with a new video about F1 2018, and this time we'll be on track at the second race of the season at the Bahrein circuit. And after last race Melbourne, which was a reasonable performance from my side, gained a solid 15th place finish. We're looking for a better result over here in Bahrain. And I did some research, a bit of practice for this track as well, and made a few adjustments and got a better feeling for the car. I think I still need a lot of improvement. I still need a lot of things to learn regarding this game, but got a better feeling after all. So this is actually my best quali lap, and it will give me a reasonable starting position. As you can see, I'm a couple of tenths below my best time, which is above my teammate Charles Leclerc, which is a reasonable performance. I'm at 17th at the moment, but of course we're looking at a better spot for racing, and also made a few upgrades regarding the car. And yeah, let's see if I get some lap time in after the upgrade performance. Already 4 tenths below my best lap before. Got a little bit of oversteer in this corner, and up to the final corner into 8th gear with maximum Euro system and maximum fuel system, just to get every little bit out of the car. Got reasonable exit, and yeah, gained like 4 tenths on this lap, and this quali lap, and got me a 31.0, which is reasonable with this car, which is not totally the best at the moment. So it got me 14th position actually, which I was reasonably happy with. 14th position, teammate and at 18th. So yeah, good result for quali. Well, into the race. Manual start, like Australia as well. And we got a reasonable start, a bit of wheel spin, so we're losing a few positions over here. Losing a position to Hartley, losing a position to Hulkenberg, losing a position to my teammate Charles Leclerc. We decided to go to the inside, and there's Perez, who brakes very, very late. And we are actually on the soft tires. We made a decision. Gasly on the left side, keep a position. No, we gotta keep this position, so we get the position back from Gasly. We made the decision to go on the soft tires, so we get a reasonably long first stint on the inside at Ocon, and actually are able to get that position. Yeah, that's got pleased with that move, to be honest. But we're on the soft tires, as I mentioned. Decided to go for a different strategy. First race we decided to go on the optimum, the red tires, the softer tires to start the race. But as you can see, all my competitors are also running on the red tires and the softer tires. So we are decided to go for the soft tires, braking very late, almost in the back of Alonso, but keeping the car on track. We are using the soft tires, and I am aware that I would struggle the first couple of laps, because on those soft tires, even if they're good like they are right now, they are much slower than the super softs, obviously. So I am aware that I might lose a bit of track. I might lose a few positions eventually. I'm really terrible corner as well, so that will give the guy behind me, Ocon, actually a really good passing opportunity on the straight. And as you can see, we're losing time on Alonso as well. So I was thinking this will be a hard race, you know, soft tires, and constantly have to look in the mirrors. But say to myself, the race will come to me after the pit stops. You know, when I get the super softs, the pace will come. And then there's the pass of Ocon on the right side, but I decided to brake very late, and just to keep position, and he was not able to pass me, which is a great thing. So I'm still holding on to that 12th position at this time in the race. I've gone very near, and he's given it another shot on the inside, and still next to me, but again on the inside, wheel to wheel. But we decided not to give up, and still able to keep that position. So still on 12th position on the soft tires. This is the second lap of the race. We are aware that this will be a very tough first stint, and especially when the tires worn out a little bit, the car will be very difficult to handle. So I'm already thinking, okay, what should I do? Should I lower the fuel consumption? Should I lower the Euro system? What should I do just to make the tires last and give myself a reasonable first stint? So I was able to keep that position for the next few laps. And actually we're already in the 6th lap of the race, and as you can see, the guys in front of me gained like a lot of time on me, but still we're still in 7th position. That's because a couple of guys already made a stop, and as you can see, the tires really worn out, the back is all over the place. But we decided just to run and at least till lap 8 if the tires last, and at least until lap 8 and a bit out of track this time, but we got to make this stint last. And as you can see, we are a bit below our fastest time at the 6th lap, and right now we have a couple of guys behind us. We have Gasly behind us, we have a Toros, Force India behind us, and the guys in front of us are just too far away at this moment. So it's all about keeping pace. It's all about being consistent and make these tires last until we get those super soft tires for the very next stint. But I was reasonably happy with my stint. I was able to keep the car on track. I was able to get the cars behind me, so not losing a lot of position, which I assumed I would. And obviously I'm losing time, but not a lot, and taking full advantage of the track over here. Anyway, didn't get a penalty or a warning for that one, so for once it's okay, for once it's possible. Really bad exit over here, so losing time on the guy behind, and actually there's Vettel behind, and there's Vettel behind because Vettel already made a stop, and as you can see he's much faster than I am, so I decided to give him some space and let him run. It was actually quite nice. Bottas in front of me as well, actually feeling like a front runner at this stage, but obviously these guys are way too fast for me, especially in this stage with these worn out tires, 7th lap of the race. But we are in 3rd position, which is not our actual position because we still need to make that pit stop obviously, but we are in 3rd position. We were able to run close to Vettel, not totally following, but run close to Vettel, and we have Raikkonen behind, and I have no illusion that I will keep those guys behind me, so just intend to keep the pace and follow these guys and not giving them a really hard time, because I'm not fighting position with these guys, you know. I'm still have to make my pit stop, so I'm not fighting position with these guys. So if Raikkonen made a move on me, that's fine. I will just let him run, and I don't care. Just let him run. And as you can see, he's passing me quite easily at this stage. So we are 4th at the moment, and Hamilton is coming as well. So decided to give it a rest. And actually, this is our pit stop. So we're skipping another lap to the 8th lap, and this is our pit stop for super soft tires. This will be interesting because right now we will see where we will be on track after this pit stop, and we will let's see how the crew will work out, and obviously we will run the super soft tires. So here we are, everything is really smooth and running fine, but we lost position. We are 12th at the moment. We will lose position to Hulkenberg as well. We are 30th at the moment. We will lose position to Gasly as well. We are 40th, 15th even at the end. So we actually lose a lot of position. Teammate right behind us, Charles Leclerc. We are in 15th, so that's not a really good job, but we do have the advantages of the super soft tires at the moment. And I assumed before the race that will be a very big advantage, especially in this stage of the race. All these guys have soft tires; they are pretty much worn out, or not on the really good side of the wear. And I have those super soft tires, which are in super condition. And as you guys can see, I'm already gaining time on Van Dorn and on the Toro Rosso in front of me. So yeah, I'm really eager to get some time in and to get these guys and locking up a little bit on the left side, but catching up actually to the guys in front, which was new to me this race, because on the soft tires I was nowhere, and like everybody was faster than me at that stage. But right now I'm able to get some time, and I'm able to get in some decent times. I'm able to catch up with the guys in front, and it doesn't hurt me that those guys are battling as well, so they will probably lose a bit of time with the battle as well. But I'm catching up, that's the main thing. Tires are looking great, everything is looking great, and I'm actually able to run really close. It's the 9th lap of the race, my tires are still fresh, so I'm actually able to run really close to the guys in front. But I figured I really need to pass a few guys just to get a good result. I started 13th in the race, and I don't want to lose any position while racing. So right now we are 15th, and I desperately want to pass these guys just to get in a good result for this race and to get me some motivation. But while I was running, I was actually thinking, okay, I can catch up with these guys, but there were a few guys in front of them as well, and I was way faster. As you can see, I'm running like 6 tenths below my fastest lap in the very first sector, and I'm catching up like really fast. So this will actually be a good lap as well on those new super soft tires. And but as you can see, we are almost on the back of Van Dorn right now, so this will give us maybe a good position to attack them on the straight. And with the DRS system as well, we're able to catch up. The Ferrari engine is actually very strong at this stage, so that benefits us as well. And as you can see, we're on the back of Van Dorn right now, so might be able to attack them on the main straight. Good exit on this corner. Very essential good exit in this corner as well. We are below 1.5 seconds on the fastest time already, so this is a reasonable lap, especially on the super soft tires. Catching up Van Dorn and making a move. We are at the back of him, and all about a good exit, and we have a good exit, so we might be able to pass them. So the DRS is open, and we're gaining a time on Van Dorn with the Renault engine, able to get a pass in, and we actually are able to make a pass on Gasly as well. So we are pretty pleased with that. On the inside, Gasly still holding position. No, we got a better hit, so we are on 13th position right now. I was really pleased with that move, guys. It was 2 cars on ones, and yeah, it gave me a really good feeling while racing, obviously. So, we are 13th at the moment, and the guys are front. Lost a bit of time with battling those two. So it's only 3 laps to go, so I was a bit worried. Am I able to catch up? I'm able to pass a few of those guys. I wasn't really sure, but the biggest main thing for me was these guys are all battling as well, so I might benefit a little bit from that as well, and they might lose a little bit of time as well. So I might be able to catch up, and I might be able to make a move. But I was also a bit worried because those super soft tires, they were left like 4 or 5, maybe 6 laps, and I had to run them for 6 laps. And for 4 laps they would be perfect, but for now I had to run them 1 or 2 laps extra. And then there's the battling. Then there's 3 cars wide over there. Magnussen is losing position. Magnussen is losing time. I was able to catch up with these guys, so I'm right behind Magnussen right now. In 12th position, Hamilton has left the race, so that was given us a position. We were able to brake late, we were able to get to the inside with the super soft tires, get better traction, and we were able to get that position for Magnussen. So we are at 11th place, right behind Alonso. So I was thinking, what should I do? Am I able to pass the guy? Am I able to get in a great result? I desperately want that point. I am able to catch up, but as these guys are running in free air, they are a bit faster than me, and I'm really struggling with the car right now. The tires are pretty much done. As you can see, oversteer all over the place. Engine still looking good, that's no issue at all, but the tires are worn out. So this is like the very last lap. We are the last lap, and I'm so tense on the racing. I'm not using my DRS even anymore, so that's a bad decision. But right now we are behind Alonso, and then there's Vettel retiring from the race. So we were at 11th position, and luck come our way. So Vettel's retiring. We are able to get 10th place at the moment, but our tires are totally ruined. So we got more pressure from the back, and we are able to give pressure to Alonso. So we have Magnussen right behind us, and he is desperate to make that move. He is desperate to gain that point that we need that much. So it's all about keeping position, and we are able to keep position. This is the very last lap. This is the very last corner. We are still in 10th place. Bottas is winning the race. There's the firework, and we are able to get in that very first point. I was excited at that point. I was literally shouting to my screen, 10th position. I was very happy with the Sauber at that stage. And, obviously a very good result. Bottas winning the race, Raikkonen on the podium, Ricciardo on the podium, me having the very first point. Leclerc, no points unfortunately. This was my second race. Looking forward to the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.